I don't know how many of you know this about me, but I'm colorblind. And there's always been one thing that's been a big question in my mind every time I think about that. And I go, how on earth has the colorblind gene managed to survive natural selection? Okay, like, because you guys know that about 10% of males are colorblind and a small proportion of females. And that's not a small amount of people, right? If we got like over 7 billion people on earth, half of them are males about. 10% of that, that's a ton of people who survive natural selection with colorblindness. Now you might think, okay, why would being colorblind really be that much of a problem natural selection wise? And let me explain that to you a little bit, okay? So firstly, all the colorblind guys in caveman era, right? I'm I mean it. Colorblind people would just be the worst caveman survivors. Firstly, we would fail to attract a mate by dressing like a moron, okay? We dress in all the wrong colors, nothing matching, nothing attractive, and at the same time, we'd also attract predators by sticking out like delicious candy in the forest by wearing something like bright red because we think it's brown. So we already have a problem with attracting a mate because we look stupid. And secondly, we'd have a problem surviving against tigers because they'd be like, that one's really easy to spot. Secondly, we would fail basic caveman education. So picture this, okay? We're in the tribe. We're going foraging or whatever. And my caveman buddy goes, hey bro, can you give me that red flower? And I just go, ooga booga, hand him the green flower. Entire tribe kicks you out for being stupid as hell. Now, after I get kicked out, I'm in big trouble. Okay. I would poison myself. Real talk, I would poison myself. I can't figure out, even in real life, like I can't, what food is moldy or poisonous, right? Be like, so you remember from your tribe education that the brown mushrooms are good and the red ones are bad. I don't know which one is which. So I'm just going to end up eating the red one 50-50, and you'll find my caveman body dead somewhere in the forest decomposing. Uh, Another thing is, we couldn't determine the natural dangers, right? So kind of similar to that mushroom example, nature displays danger by giving animals, like venomous animals and plants, really bright colors. You know, bright striped, alternating colors, like coral snakes, venomous snake, very dangerous, alternating red and yellow. Dangerous mushrooms, like I said, red poisonous, poison dart frogs, bright purple, all that sort of stuff. I can't see that. I'd just be like, hey man, um, the brown snakes don't hurt, right? I'm dead. All right, so that's in caveman times, right? So somehow the colorblind gene has managed to survive natural selection for like however long humans have been around. And you might think it doesn't really matter too much anymore because, you know, now we're in developed areas and those kinds of dangerous animals don't show up. We got lots of food safety and all that. Um, each one of those things that I listed still causes problems. In terms of education, I got points off for being colorblind once. Yeah. So we were doing this lab experiment in science about what colors elements make when they burn. And so I told my teacher, I was like, Miss Malum, I'm colorblind and I will fail this lab if you don't help me out here. And so she goes, okay, yeah, I got you. Just write colorblind, label yourself as disabled on the top of your paper. And then I'll just take care of it for you. So I feel stupid. I'm writing colorblind on the top of my paper. And then when I get it back, she marked me off for getting the wrong colors. I mean it too, by the way. That's a real story. Secondly, eating and cooking. Okay. Even though we have all this food safety and stuff in grocery stores, wherever, that doesn't stop you from screwing yourself over. Let's take this example, okay? You know how raw chicken is kind of pink? And you know how cooked chicken is kind of like white to maybe a little gray? Well, to me, pink and gray slash white, they look pretty much the same. And if you eat raw chicken, you're gonna die. So I basically call my mom over every time I'm cooking chicken, or one of my friends, so I don't kill myself. And same thing with beef, actually. So, you know, beef goes from red to brown. Okay, those are literally the same color. There is no difference at all. I promise everyone out there is a conspiracy theorist, and they go, oh yeah, that's red, that's brown. I'm like, okay, it's the same color. We all get it. So next time you see me eating a steak and there's like blood still coming out of it because it's that raw, I just like it that way, okay, and I'm pretty sure it's cooked. Thirdly, We have a new invention, okay? Driving, right? Cavemen didn't have to deal with driving. That's a third thing that I can get in trouble with. I always like to imagine the inventors of the stoplight. They're thinking about it, right? And they're like, okay, so what colors should we make? Go, stop, yield, anything like that. And they go, what are most people colorblind to? Red and green? Let's make those go and stop. That's a great idea. And then let's like mix stoplights around. So some of them are upright, some of them are upside down, some of them are sideways. So any colorblind person just has to guess and fear for their life that a semi-truck doesn't hit them. The fourth thing, and probably the most dangerous thing nowadays, is the natural dangers. Like I told you earlier, nature identifies natural dangers with bright colors, bright stripes, all sorts of stuff like that, that tells us as people and as animals that this thing's dangerous and it's bad for you. It's going to ruin your life. This may not be an issue with the dangerous animals anymore, like I said, because they don't really wander into developed areas all too much anymore. But sometimes those guys especially, we forget that girls are one of the most deadly species on the planet. But they often communicate this to us with brightly dyed hair, I can't see that. I can't see that at all. So about a year ago, I dated a girl for a month and then got dumped for her ex out of the blue. And after the fact, I had friends tell me that she had dyed her hair red and I thought it was brown. Nature was trying as hard as possible. I couldn't see the signs. I literally couldn't see the signs. So basically, I got struck by the modern version of the venomous animal, which is the girl with dyed hair. Watch out for those, by the way. Pro tip for my homies out there. Yeah, so I couldn't see that at all. And basically, it's just a straight up miracle that colorblind guys have managed to reproduce at all, like through all the things. We suck at attracting mates, we poison ourselves, and we get bit by venomous creatures all the time without fail. This defies the theory of evolution, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if I made you laugh, leave a comment down below and leave a like. Thank you guys so much for watching.